Hello? Mr. Obama? Hello, everyone. It is time for some. That's a little high, maybe. Time for some Play It Forward, the second game we've ever done with this stream, and today I'm going to be playing La-Mulana. This is also my first solo stream. Hello. Woo, James says. Gonna put the stream notification sound up a bit for you and the game up a bit for you. You thought it was Wiggins, but sorry, it's me instead.
Thank God.
James is being very supportive right now. Left corner? Yeah, left corner is right. Get out of the way. There. So, La-Mulana. It's a game that I played back in university. And on the way here today, I checked out the wiki page, like the Wikipedia page for La-Mulana. It came out longer ago than I thought it did. I'm a bit older than I thought I was, I guess. Because it came out in at least the remake came out at least half a decade ago now. So, this is not a new game, but it's a game that people haven't really heard about too much anyway, or at least I haven't seen many people talk about it. And I like it. It is a game I've played before, and it is a game that I would like all of you to experience. So, let's get going. So we are Asian Indiana Jones. And we're suddenly here with a whip, some money maybe. That's us. We're wearing green. You know, it's cool. We got a computer. We got that. Let's get going. Welcome, you're that Professor Lemeza. Am I right? I think, I know that you're looking for La-Mulana, right? Them ruins can be reached down by the outskirts of the village. Your father went in there to do his research, but he ain't been back some days now. I ain't got a clue what he's after, but since ancient times, folks been passing rumors down about secret treasures. Heck, even the origin of life itself may be hiding inside these ruins. Generation after generation, we've protected La-Mulana. Even so, I don't really know what her secrets are. I won't stop you from entering the ruins, but mind you, the mysteries of La-Mulana are unsolved because those who go in don't come back, dead or alive. Who knows what happens to you? Anyway, I'll tell people to open the entrance. Take a weight with you, too. By the way, that's one snazzy laptop, and it's made just for archaeological exploration. This is amazing, so thin and light. And of course, looks like it's made from Japan. I hear they make good games there, too. Oh, one last thing. Unlike your father, you look like you need a hand. Take this software. I developed it myself. It only gets incoming emails from me. You can't reply, but I'll send you all sorts of tips. Sounds fun. Let me see your laptop. So we obtained the Zelpad mailer. This is a remake of the original La-Mulana, which came out 3 or 4 years prior, which was a lot more like really old games. And one of the main collectibles in the games was software. They had 100 different software things you can get. But in this game, there's 32. So I got one of them now. Here we go. It's installed, but don't forget you gotta activate it from the software screen. And be sure to read all my emails. If I send you an email telling you to come back to the village, well, then you best come back. Got it? Alrighty, you're set now. Off you go. And we can't say anything else, so we just have to leave. Oh, we got a couple subs. James K902 subscribed for 16 months. Thank you. And Mr. Blue Sky subscribed for 10 months. A nice round number. Thank you for your support. So we just got an email on our Mobile Super X. Welcome to Zelpud Mailer. You can trust this software for anything related to messages from me. Hydrate. Function. Only receives emails from me. Details. This is the latest version of the Zelpud Mailer. There are no plans for a version update. There's no help page. Help and troubleshooting requests will not be supported. Thank you for using the Zelpud Mailer. Okay. Nikki Goth Bunny subscribed for 27 months. That's almost as many years as I am old. You'll make your way there eventually. We have this thing I don't think we can do anything with right now. Cheap, cheap, get it here. I know, I've already played this game before. We want this immediately. A hand scanner is used to inspect stone tablets. We have one outside. Let's just equip that. And we get an email. Too popular. It's me. If you bought a hand scanner, you should use it to find out about all sorts of places. Reading stone tablets is a given, but you can scan anything from skeletons to mysterious objects. Come to think of it, I gave a map of the areas surrounding the village to a man long ago, but he still ain't come back. He might have died somewhere out there. Why don't you take a look at some of the skeletons? You might find a map. Very easily missed map that I'm gonna make sure to get this time. So I've played this game a couple times. I have never done the super hard thing, the hell dungeon part of it, which is a function of this game, and I might tell Adam that it'd be interesting for him to try that, but I'm going to show off the game. I'm not going to go quite that deep. It's me. Good morning, sunshine. Dear Professor Lemeza, it's me. I decided I should give this email thingy a try. I bet you're still wandering around the village. As a warm-up before going into the ruins, why don't you try to get a hold of the Shellhorn? It is inside the treasure chest at Sound Canyon, located above the entry to the ruins. You should be able to open it with a weight. Press down to place the weight. Alright, I guess I'll send you emails frequently. Stop by my tent if you get bored and want to chat. A couple basic things about the gameplay there. I find that you eat through weights more than you find them. That was one we just found there. There we are. Early game, you're going to be short money. So it's good to get as much as you can. Right here is a hot spring. Only way you can heal. Only way in the entire game you can heal, pretty much. There's one other way, but that is related to the other way. I just got 3 experience from that green orb. There is a secondary line underneath my health bar that, once it fills up, fills my health back up. So the more health you get, because you can expand it, the more it takes to level up. Which is an interesting concept. You heal more frequently if you have lower health. No entry beyond this point. I wonder why. That's why. So this is probably the hardest puzzle platformer game I've ever completed. I played like Mario 3, which is not a puzzle platformer, but you know, there are lots of these games out there. Legend has it that Argus, a monster with a blue body that is covered in eyes, is weak against the Serpent Staff. So we need the Serpent Staff to deal with Argus. That must not be comfortable. It can't be comfortable to be covered in eyes. I wouldn't want it. hate vultures. I literally am just going to be going around killing stuff as much as possible here. Oh, another one of these. I need more money. There's a hot spring on the outskirts of the village on the way to the altar. It's a good way to rest your bones. That's that hot spring I mentioned. One thing about this game that happens a lot is you'll find something and not know what it is, and then like an hour later you'll find something describing it and you're like, okay, I guess I understand it now. Yegu map reader. Sure, we're gonna get everything anyway, but we must install it. So that's the mailer, gonna keep that on, and the map. Yegu Map Reader, software for displaying maps. Check the pause screen to view a map of the current field. Good visualization. Chat is almost as good as taking notes. Yeah. There are a couple puzzles in the game that I've technically finished, but I was following a guide. Particularly late game, there's a couple things that are just like very theoretical and difficult to comprehend. This is a Holy Grail tablet you can pick up from the last Holy Grail tablet you touched, or save by pressing down. Everyone make sure to follow the rules when using the Holy Grail tablet. From Elder Zelput. So, oh, this has my home saves on it. Surprised. Okay. Whatever. Just save over that one. I've finished the game before, or whatever. And we can't buy the box with B or the stars yet, so we'll see what we can do about that later. I'm guessing we're gonna try and get down there. I really enjoy the visual style of this game. It hits that good spot for pixel graphics, where it's not like kind of janky. It has a nice lush color palette, right? Got a map and I was looking at it as I walked, and then I fell and sort of died. Sort of died? Well, maybe it's not that funny. How's a skeleton talking? So, pause menu. Which... There we are. On the keyboard, F1. At least my keyboard. We are in Sound Canyon, as the email said. We're about in the middle of the area. Another game that I think came out not long from when this one originally came out was Spelunky. And they both kind of have similar aesthetics. At least that's how it is in my mind. Did they both come out at the same time? I mean, they're both out now. This is above Sound Canyon, and I need to wait to open that. And as the email said, you have the shell horn. What does that do? A large shell fashioned into a horn. It plays a strange melody when you solve mysteries in the ruins. This is technically optional. Most items in the game are optional, really. Magic conch is pretty much what it is. Spelunky came after. Yeah, I could see that. Like especially after the original. The original La-Mulana came out before Spelunky. I never beat Spelunky. I got to the third area, and it's just like, wow, this is kind of unfair. Email. Oh. Waterfalls are dangerous. Hi again, it's me. There's a large waterfall right outside the village, and I just wanted to warn you not to jump in it for fun, because it's got a pretty strong flow. If you get carried off to the bottom of the waterfall, you ain't coming back. Valid. Oh, Demollet was mentioning how they pretty much demolished Spelunky. I didn't know that there was a Steam release that fixed a bunch of bugs in it. Water beyond this point, weaklings should turn back here. I do want that jar. Maybe has money in it. Yeah, there are a couple exploits in Spelunky that I tried to do, but I was never good enough to do it. Like plundering the shop area. Never really was good enough to do that. Like, great, I have items that I'm not good at using. Check behind the waterfall. It's always something behind waterfalls. That's pretty smart. Because you can't avoid it, I have played Skyrim, and there are so many waterfalls in that game that have nothing behind them. And it's just like a letdown, a really big letdown. I want content behind waterfalls. That looks like Zelphed. I'm standing on him, being rude. Is there anything back here? No. Not right now, anyway. That's... Well, I didn't die. That's one thing this game has that's nice, is no fall damage. Huh. Thought I could examine that. Maybe not. Ooh. Rain Murphy has subscribed for 5 months. Thank you for your support. This is my first solo stream. I'm gonna try and keep on top of calling out when people subscribe. Also, I'm doing this right now because it's really only useful early game. The first time I played through the game, this is secret, I didn't know about it for a long time. Until way into late game, where it was not valuable for me to have at all. There are many things in this game that happen like that. So, La-Mulana Runes Dictionary, the Mural of Departure. A relatively new mural in the ruins. It looks like the history of the La-Mulana runes is detailed here. Not going to tell us what it is right now, of course. What's up? It's me. You see that square box-looking thing by the entrance to the ruins? Try pushing it. There's something similar inside the ruins that you can push as well. If something looks suspicious, don't hit it with your weapon. Try pushing it. Later. Did I just get a quote? Well, I'm in the quote thing now. I want content behind waterfalls. I want to chase those waterfalls. Only 90 kids know how to chase waterfalls. Those entering these ruins, beware. They lurk within this land of ordeals. Death awaits the powerless. They will speak only to those who have learned the 7 histories and overcome the challenges herein. Well, that's ominous. I think technically we have to push this over here? No indication on screen about that. Oh well. I don't think we have enough money to go back and buy something else, because there are a couple things we could buy. So, the Gate of Guidance. I'm actually... could bring that up a bit. Okay. These runes are littered with traps, a lack of energy to escape. I lack the energy to escape. You're right by the end. You're right by the exit. Right there. Now you're dead. This was the thing I wanted to buy, but I don't have enough money, so we'll come back to that tablet. And nothing. It's broken. That's a trick the game kind of plays on you a couple times. Broken tablets like that could have something on them, so may as well check it. Archaeological dictionary. Mural depicting a face, similar to the colossal Olmec head at the La Venta ruins in Mexico. This game pulls a lot of imagery from all over the world. This area, the Gate of Guidance, seems to focus mainly on Olmec stuff and kind of Mexican, like old Mexican iconography. I want this. Sacred Orb. Now we have doubled our health. Sacred Orb will only double your health the first time. It adds 32 health every time. I think there are about 10 of them in the game. We just got one, and now we won't die from one hit. Also, don't randomly hit stuff. It'll get mad at you. That's just a good hint for the game here. I really like the imagery they pull throughout the game. It covers it without making it look silly. Unless it's like a viewer which looks silly. We'll see that later, I'll point it out. Apparently this is the Pillar's Gate, a room within the Gate of Guidance. So there's a name for each room, huh? I've learned something interesting, but I'm likely going to die soon. Relatable. Let's see. Maybe if I drop down here. Another jar. And another skeleton. These words, they're Greek to me. I should have bought that glyph reader. That's the thing I want to buy. We need a little more money. This is a Grail tablet. I want to read it. I can't read it. I want to. I think once we get 40 change, I'll run back to town. Not far from that yet. Ooh, another weight. The only graphical thing Spluga hates is that some ladders fade into the background. There are some things that are kind of almost tricks in this game graphically. Well, helpful. What the heck is that thing? Do you mean this? We'll come back to it. That is mid-game puzzles. Nothing there. Nothing there. Perhaps down here? Room names are written within the puzzles on the stone tablets, but how should I know the name of each room in the ruins? I wish I had a map or something. It is useful to have a map. No map here. We only have the surface one. We have to find a map for every area. La-Mulana Runes Dictionary. The Eye of Divine Retribution. Shoots lightning when holy objects within the ruins are damaged. This eye is a sign that there is something in the rune you should not hit. This right here is the thing you should not hit. This rune has the block that I've hit the most times by accident. And it's right at the beginning of the game because it's surrounded by enemies. And you're going to be attacking the enemies. So let's get it out of the way. Blocks like those specifically disappear when you solve a puzzle, and I'll show you that there. I guess that those who have courage can obtain weapons, but if I jump into these spikes, I'll die. That's the puzzle here. Ooh, money. We're gonna go back to town after this. Let's see if it work. There we are. It was an illusion. And we solved a puzzle. Oh, that's the first simple puzzle of the ruins that we've solved. And we have shurikens now. We only have 30. It is said to have been used by Japanese ninja. They can be thrown one after another. They are a sub-weapon. I think we got... Oh, we got two at the same time. Rude. Hey there, it's me. I thought you might have opened a treasure chest at the Gate of Guidance by now and decided to email you. The item inside that treasure chest is called the Sacred Orb. Your strength increases just by having it. Don't need it, though. So that was the health increase. It's me. Sometimes there are weapons hidden inside the runes. They look normal, but being weapons from the runes, they're a bit funny. You can't use the weapons without ammo. Collect ammo that matches the shape of each weapon. Once you do that, you'll be able to use your weapons. Anytime you get a new sub-weapon, it'll give you a bit of ammo for it, but not much. And it's expensive, so I usually don't use them unless it's a boss. Using the tools you have against bosses is smart. I don't want to go through this game trying to get the achievements for, like, no sub-weapons. Oh, just got 10 shuriken right there. Because there are several achievements in the game for not using sub-weapons during boss battles. I don't have those. I believe Rex Doom Gladiatorus subscribed for 30 months. That is a strong nickname. Strong username for this website. That is something I'm gonna have to get good at, is reading subnames. Mine is simple, guys. Keep it simple. Goat Prince, simple. Mr. Blue Sky also subscribed earlier. That's simple. Rex Doom Gladiatorus. I love the power of that name. I'm gonna stumble a bit, but I'm gonna try. Adventure time, eh? Better stock up. I want to. I don't have money, and also, that's not the thing I'm looking for. More shurikens. 10 per, not per shuriken, but 10 per package. Since we only have enough to buy 4 packages of that, and we have other things to buy, you can tell money is short early on. Hot spring guy. Here we are. Glyph Reader. We're 2 gold short. You broke fool, show me the money now or I'll break you in two. Get that money, jeez. Oh, we're 1 away. 2 and 2. Okay. Just for measure, kill the snake, right? And then we'll buy this and be completely flush out of money. Glyph Reader, thanks much, read it. Let's equip it. So, you might notice the bar at the bottom here. We only have so much megabytes on our laptop. We're already a third of the way full. You're never going to be able to equip all of the programs you get in the game. And one thing the game doesn't tell you, like outright anyway, is that if you install specific combinations of software, you get little bonuses. Can't have them all at once though. Weird. I thought this was a search point. Guess not. I remember back to Windows 95. That was the home computer we had at my childhood home. It had total 500 megabytes. So, our dude here, he's got power. This is where the mother lays to rest. In this path of trials, only heroes who do not fear death are permitted to proceed. This is our first translated tablet. I like how it automatically translates by the lines as it's going up. Don't need to go up there, actually. Oh. Val the Drake subscribed for 10 months. Thank you for your round number of support. I said round number and then I made a square. Okay, well. More money? No. Maybe we'll get more money eventually. Grail tablet. Behold the gate of guidance. Death awaits those who would disturb this land. Let's save. That is why you really, really want a glyph reader and the translation. Because now we have save points inside the ruins. So, what else can we read here? Offer 3 lights to the heavens. That is a hint to this particular screen. Hello.
Hey. Just need to refresh this. Boop.
Is it good?
Yeah, you're good. It was just carrying on from yesterday, or maybe even the day before.
It was? Oh, like the daily.
The numbers, yeah.
Oh, okay. Technology. 2 tablets here we can check. Courageous one, embrace the power. If thou seeketh power, prove thine courage. That was the thing we did right there. I just got out of the way because, like, why not? Thou triumphs on holy ground. Take care not to cause any needless damage. Those who do not heed this warning will be dealt punishment from the heavens. That is the eye I described. Cool, Jaminology. Yes, I agree. I could go over there. Do I want to? Yes. That's one weight I just spent. But I got money, so whatever. Okay. That'll be useful for later. I just unlocked that little chest. Actually, 2 chests. And we have a symbol here, and I didn't hear the sound before. Now I do. Thank you to the Bearded Padre. 10 months. 10 months. Thank you for that round number of support. I'll just click you off there. There we are. Yeah, I hit this a couple times and now it's angry, so don't do that. By the way. Don't hit people if you want them to be your friends. Spring in the sky. And we got an email. The water may look pure, but it's poisonous. It's me. Apparently the water inside the ruins is slightly poisonous, so if you are in the water, your health will drain. However, there are places that purposefully have water, so you can't pass if you don't have enough health. So if you think you can do it, it could be possible to swim across. Just be careful and don't get yourself killed. This area as described by the Let's Play that made me discover this game, is the most dangerous area you can get to early game, and then the least dangerous area in the game after mid-game because of the water. Open the floodgate. The water will once again flow. Open the floodgate of Oannes. Wherever Oannes is. A lot is happening here. Okay. Okay, make the jump. Get money. Mainly I'm here for money. Really. Aren't we all, though? I think those are Oannes sculptures on the back wall. I love the look of this area. This is the aqueduct that Miguela made, but it looks like it's not working anymore. There's water. So the spring in the sky is an aqueduct. Good afternoon, Rebecca. Yes, Rebecca. We have some symbols on the wall here and a door. That guy got really stoned. Anyway, I think because the water is poisonous and we actually can't handle it yet, we're gonna leave. But hey, we got a glimpse of this area. And we're back up to 26. I am going through my weights. Sucks, but it happens. Just have to kill more stuff to get more weights. You'd think you'd be able to use, like, skeleton bones. But I guess this is, like, classic bag of sand weights. Or bricks, or whatever. We have to use the standardized weight. I guess we will. New screen with lion ants, ant lions. Similar, same description. Can't believe I fell for such an obvious trap. I wonder what will happen. Those who challenge the Guardian, know thy strength. Death awaits the powerless. The future awaits those who train themselves and take on the challenge. There are achievements for dying from specific traps. I've gotten them just so that I had them. This is one that the first time I played, I fell for. It seems very obvious, but the other ones don't. The path of gazing faces lies within the heavenly corridor. The hidden floor. I found it, but I got overly excited and fell. Fell from here. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that guy has an opinion. Also, one nice change from the original game. You can walk through spikes. As long as you're not falling on them, you can walk through them. In the original game, if you touch them at all, they hurt. Alright. Let's check out that map. You're in the Heavenly Corridor. It's the thing that Skeleton is talking about. And we have a nice tileable map shape. Just place it here, and then here, and here, and here, and you'll tile it up nice. That is related to a late game puzzle that I did not understand the first time I heard it explained to me. Here's that block the guy said you might find. Come on, come on, come on. Satisfying. Didn't fall on spikes. Okay, good. These slime guys, I love the pixel art for. They just kind of look ridiculous. I love it. It's good. They're just weird blobby frogs. The guild runs that he put aside in favor of and barter. Wise. I mean, really, I'm pretty much going to place a weight on any weight pedestal I find, so buy something. I think this is what they were talking about. I never buy sub-weapon ammunition unless I'm going into a boss fight, so I won't do that, and that's a weight. This is Guild. It detects hidden stores via sound. Sure. We're poor now, but, you know. Guild. Software made by the shop guild within the ruins. It alerts you if there is a hidden shop on screen. Those are not nice hamsters. The sad tale of the giants. The tragic history of the giants is written here. Where is it? I don't see it. One thing that I learned pretty quickly from joining other people on streams is that if you're talking a lot, you gotta hydrate. You gotta hydrate. Just so happens that today, I am on 3 streams. As the youths say, you gotta get that bread. But really I'm on it because all 3 of the games seem fun. The first age of the sun was destroyed by flood. The second age of the sun was destroyed by the god of wind. The third age of the sun was destroyed by the god of fire. The fourth age of the sun was destroyed by blood and fire falling from the sky. The same thing was written in Mayan prophecy. Could there be a connection? So, okay, wait. Flood, wind, fire, blood. Okay. It's pretty obvious where you want me to go with that, my dude. Figured out where the Cliff of Radiance is, but there's some sort of door here blocking my way. Pulling doesn't open it. Actually, there isn't even a doorknob to pull. I wonder if I was supposed to push. Guess I'll never know. Skeletons like to talk a lot in this game. So... Flood, wind, fire, blood. Yes. Wind. Fire. We did it. We solved the puzzle. Flood. Yeah, I can ask you guys actually. Satisfying. Seeing that come down. It's very satisfying. Okay, thanks. Okay. Something happened. So it looks like another zone is right down in the corner there, the entrance to one anyway. So we could go there, but I don't want to be too haphazard with going from zone to zone, at least in the beginning. Let's experience what's here first. TXC2, it's also really interesting how many ancient mythologies involve a flood. There are theories about that. I don't remember the specifics of any of them, but it is weird. It's very common. A door in the ruins. It's me. How are you? Inside the ruins there is a door, but it's a little different from modern doors. Push it with all your strength and it will open. If it does not open, then you need to push from the other side. Doors in the ruins only open in one direction. Nice thing is it has an arrow on its side pointing to which direction to go. Final wait. Okay. It's very satisfying seeing that happen. A lot of the puzzles have very satisfying results when you solve them. Now, a watchtower soars above the Temple of the Sun. Traps to capture thieves have been newly set. In a newly constructed wall, too, the key has been hidden. So another area we could go to, but we need to wait to get there, and we have none right now. We also have a chest that we need to open. Hello, Anubis. How you doing? An Ankh jewel. And Zelpa, the jewel that shines red. It's me, about Ankh jewels. Those red gems. If you use them in front of those cross-like thingies called Ankhs, we have not seen one, located here and there in the ruins, you can break the Ankhs. Breaking them will make something bad happen, so maybe think about going back to the village to save first. And while you're there, why not come chat with me? We could. Okay, to be fair, the Aztecs also had a myth about flood, but the jaguar thing came first. It's weird. I think I missed one step in that, but yeah. The Aztecs loved their jaguars, didn't they? Nothing there for us. What else do we have here? Rude. Rude boy. Okay. Now I'm gonna be a rude boy. Well, I heard a thunk. What's this? An ancient Mayan airship? Resembles the ruins of the Olmec civilization in Mexico. A decorated flute. Also looks like a man riding an airship. Kind of looks like a monkey on the branch of a tree or something. Or yeah, an airship. I can see that. Oh, okay, that's the thing we did. The block fell. Oh, and another one here. The mechanical god. Resembles the mural discovered in the La Venta ruins of the Olmec civilization in Mexico. Looks like a human riding a dragon-shaped machine. I mean, the machine part I don't see, but the dragon I do. I believe someone asked if this was the original or the remake. This is the remake. The original is a lot more reminiscent of early sprite games, like early. Pour thy memories into the Holy Grail. Leave thy mark on this land. Then raise the Holy Grail up and recall lands once traveled. In doing so, thou will once again stand upon that land. I didn't do anything to you, dude. Rude. I found an escape route. These ruins seem to be connected in very mysterious fashion. That might be me. Huh. Weird. Okay. Thought I heard some, like vacuuming or something. Anyway. The original didn't look anywhere near this pretty. I played the original too. It's not a kind game. So let's check our map. We are as far this way as possible on the map. Now we're on the same level, but as far that way. That's why I mentioned the tiling of the map. Sometimes you can have weird wraparounds like that. So just think of every map kind of like a sphere. put it around a sphere. Turn it around. Splay it around is the word that came to mind, but that doesn't really work. Wrap it around a sphere. And you get the idea of how the runes are connected in some ways. The map is a donut. Yes. It's true. Well, we had iframes already, so we didn't get hurt by the spikes. Yay. Rude. Okay. Oh, that worked out for us anyway. Okay. Seems there are shops in these ruins. Oh well, I'm about to die, so it doesn't matter to me. Most of the skeletons that talk like that are in the first area. I just love that joke. Of like, sorry, I'm dead. I'd help you more. Got the Holy Grail, though. Very important to get. The first time I played through this game, I did not know how to get the Holy Grail. And I was like 5 zones in. And it was awful. I had to walk back to the surface every time I had to heal up. Anubis. Since this is a remake, did they improve on the original and alter the jump mechanics? You can work with your inertia. You've probably seen me do that a couple times, actually. Also, I have... Oh, girl. It's me. By now, you must be done exploring the Gate of Guidance. Not quite. I think there was a real handy treasure there called the Holy Grail. Did you see the stone tablets that were shaped differently from the others? If you read from these tablets, your memories of the location you are in are poured into the Holy Grail. From there, you can use the Holy Grail to travel to any of the reported locations. What do they call it these days? Warping? It's your teleportation. It says right here, too. Enables you to warp to a recorded tablet on file. Press the item button in the pause screen to use. Pause screen. Item button. That one? No, that one. We have the surface and the Gate of Guidance right now. It'll warp us to the tablet we saw in that area. Yeah, if you notice, I can jump and then move left or right after I jump. That's the inertia thing. Can't look at that guy in the background. Oh well. It shall connect once held in the mouth. When one swallows, the other spits out. I see a block in the mouth, so obviously hit things to make things happen. And something over here happened. Thank you. A couple times I've moved past that lift like, oh, I should activate that. Money. The first time I played through, I think it was this version of the game. It was on my laptop from university. 2 brave souls, quiet solitude, a rock that reaches a high place. What is the brave soul? I could not press up and left in conjunction, meaning I could not diagonally jump left at all on that laptop. I could not... Oh, whoops. I could not jump left. Looking back on it now, because this game I press Z to jump. I think it was the earlier version where you had to press up to jump. I had to abuse jumping and then holding a direction to move left. I could not get over spikes unless I did that. I beat the game. It was a self-imposed challenge, I beat the game. Oof. Still have 0 weights, so I cannot put a weight on that thing. There is a ladder going up though, so I'll take that. Also, when you hit a thing or bounce off a wall, you lose air control, which is kind of bad. Yeah, bouncing off a wall, I don't think you always lose air control, but when you get hit by something, yeah, you do. Getting hit by something sucks. I do want more weights. Gonna put the stream volume down a bit. The stream sound volume. Because that actually made me jump. Scruffy guy, subscribe for 30 months. A nice round number. Not normally that jumpy. Wow. It's just dumb. Okay. Okay, you got me, I guess. You can get crushed by that if you stand underneath it. There's an achievement for doing so. I've gotten that achievement. Okay, out of my way, I'm doing a block puzzle. Okay. So, going by the last block puzzle we saw, this thing down here is what we want to activate. So we want to put one of the 3 blocks there on top of it. We're given 3 blocks, even though we only need 1 on the thing. So I'll just push this over. Doesn't quite reach. First time I did this, and this resets if you leave the screen. I went all the way around, down the ladder, and pushed it off of there to try and get it onto here, and it was not quite on, and I couldn't push it anymore. We're not going to make that mistake. We're going to go over, maybe not that one first, and use all 3 blocks. I didn't do anything to you guys. Stop being angry. Jeez. Who knew statues had such strong opinions? By the way, you can be crushed by these blocks. I think it's very rare in the game where that could happen. I need to wait. Okay. Surface. Buying some weights. Money. Let's see what Zelput's doing. I see you got a hand scanner. Good thing, since you need it to inspect skeletons and stone tablets. You can also inspect big old murals and statues. Thank you. I don't think there's an achievement specifically for being crushed by one of the pushable blocks. That would suck, though. Because there is no... Well, there is quick saving if you pass by a tablet. But beyond that, there's no quick saving. You lose all your progress. It's not fun. That's not what I'm looking for. I think it is that angry woman we want to talk to. Here we are. Okay, PC shop. What you need? Wait. We get 5 for 10. I'll buy 2. Should be enough for a hot minute here. I'll also heal up. The vultures seem to drop weights pretty frequently. Here's the thing, Ember. Out of all of the enemies in the game, and there are some pretty terrible ones, vultures are my least favorite. They suck. There are a couple select areas in the game where a vulture will just snipe you when you're trying to do something. I do not like vultures. You'd think killing them would be, like, a good emotional release. They suck to kill, too. They're so hard to get to. Okay. See weights. Or weight spots. Well, the one right at the top here. That are just asking to be pressed. Oop. Up, up. Like, most people would probably say bats are their least favorite enemy. For reasons like that. But honestly, that did not go by plan. There we go. To those who push the white box, the white platform and white box are drawn to each other. Do they mean block? That's my guess. I think this is talking about block pushing puzzles. Goddamn bats is a bit of a trope. They're all over this game. I don't actually mind them very much. They're kind of annoying, but really it's just like they get you to be a better player, right? There are 8 Ankhs. 8 Ankhs that protect the great spirits. Seek the red light, the Ankh jewel. The guardians that slumber within the Ankh will test thine strength. So, bosses. That's what we're going for right now. Ow. Rude. Okay, we did something. Gonna go up here first. Yeah, for the odd person that might be asking, who is this dude? Who's this dude on the stream that you haven't seen before? Because this is my first solo stream. I primarily edit videos. Any of the last, let's say 8 panelists, I've edited. Kathleen's done a final editorial pass and really polished them up, but I've done the editing of those. I edited the egg drop. Sorry about the saturation on the footage there. I'm not sure what happened, but I had a lot of fun editing the egg drop. I edited a couple other things as well. Some of the loading times, the most recent ones. I've mainly been off camera at a computer doing editing work. And it's fun. Learning a skill. It's creative. It's nice, fun work. Not the most lucrative, but if you're looking for a creative outlet, filming and editing videos, I think is interesting. Fear not the water holds the answers for those who have been delivered by it. Across the sacred lake, and we have an image. I'll point out when we get there what that image is referring to. A lot of the images in these tablets, a bit too theoretical for me. And yet, a couple people, or at least one person anyway, I've just glanced at chat, are mentioning pies. The first year that I really interacted with LRR people in person was bringing them pies at the office. Just, hey, being a friendly neighbor, right? And then I think around August last year, things were set up to have me help out doing the first pass of the road quest footage. Still working on that, making good progress. I think everyone will enjoy road quest. I think we pushed a weight and made that thing happen. Yeah, I was doing the first pass on the road quest footage for months. Video editing, especially when you're starting out, takes time. So that's why people mainly haven't seen me in much stuff. Also, I'm not a trained actor, so I'm not really in very much acting stuff, which is one of the things LR does, so not really trained there, so I'm at peace with the fact that I might not have the stage presence, but I have a creative eye. But hey, you can always learn how to act. That's another thing I've been learning while working here. We activated something. Ooh. Yes. Money. That's a very hard chest to get. I only got it so quickly because I played the game before. Now I have a ton of money. 142. It's all those bonus chests. All those chests we got there, bonus chests. It's very lucrative to get those. Yeah, you might hear the odd Kathleen cough in the background. It's spring. We have allergies. She's fine. Sacrificial Toast? Yes, I have played the game before. Ow. Mainly, I am playing it now just to kind of showcase it. I actually didn't realize until recently. Not really where I want to go. How old the game is. Can't climb. Fell down, good deal. Yeah, the game's older than I thought it was. When I suggested this as a game to play for the Play It Forward? Play It Forward, yes. We had a couple names going for the stream, interior, like business side. We finally decided on Play It Forward. I suggested this game for Play It Forward just because it's a game that I enjoyed, and I knew it was a good bite size, relatively. And I didn't realize how old it was as a game. My other suggestion is also an old game. I probably need to play some new games. Jeez. Cast a light, the truth shall be revealed. It had an image of this thing here, so probably a puzzle relating to that. Ladders. Nothing wrong with older games. It's true. A statue of the giant waits in the land of Inferno. The words of the spirit are hidden within, but one must wait for them to present themselves. Put a pin on that. You knew someone who was asking recently whether LR was going to play any retro games. We try to mix things up. Can't get out. Where's the cat? You heard that little thing there. That's a trap noise. I believe it's this that is activated. Bye. Where'd that go? Down here. The light has been revealed. Very fast turnover from the hint to the actual puzzle being solved. And that block was illuminated. I had to hit it. And now we can get out. So that's nice. Was that block that's lighter color a secret? Oh, it was. Yes. It was. A secret, but like a puzzle you kind of have to solve. Also, we're in the... where we are? Temple of the Sun. We're in Egypt now. Going around the world in this game. We've already done a puzzle with one of these. You may not have noticed it just because it's cleverly hidden a little bit. There's a raised platform right by where I'm standing, so I'm going to stand on it. And it opens a chest. Gotta keep a keen eye in this game. Anyone who is watching, if you do want to experience this game for yourself, it's on Steam, as well as several other platforms, actually. I'm not going to say don't watch me play it, because, I mean, I'm here for you guys to watch me play it. But I am going to just, like, blaze through puzzles. Behold the Temple of the Sun, a shrine devoted to courageous men. Okay. I first, another trap, experienced this game from an LP. It was the first Let's Play I ever watched. I think it was done by like Slow Beef or something. This is for the original La-Mulana. Jump into the sun. Okay. And I went afterward to play the game. We have a map now. But I was following a guide for the puzzles. I did not solve them myself. And there's kind of cheapens it a bit when you do that. Like, I already know to do that to get out of here. If you didn't know and didn't have the Grail, though, guess you'll die. Also, we have these, which it's like a staircase covered in sand. Can't run up them right now. Down I go. Ow. Those cat ball enemies, which I think are a minor meme in the fan community of this game, are Cat She, or if you've ever played Final Fantasy VII, Kate Sith. Can't seem to climb this slope. If only I were just a bit faster. That's a hint, I guess. You can get something to run faster. Jump into the sun sounds like something a DJ says during spring summer break. Or Smash Mouth. Although I guess that's walking on the sun. You gotta aim and shoot. Good hint there. We got a little jingle there to tell us that there's a hidden shop. I've never actually played the game with guild.exe activated, just because I never really needed it. It's a bonus. But let's try again, I guess. Yeah, great. That is the Eye of Retribution hitting you. And that took half our health. We only have so much health, so proportionally it will not take half your health every time, but it is still a danger. So we have down here a weight and a raised floor. Something to stab people with. So once you beat this, are you going to play the sequel on Switch? I actually pledged for the Kickstarter for the sequel back when that was in development. I have never played it. It might be something that I want to visit on stream. I don't know how good I'll be in terms of solving the puzzles without the answers in front of me. I could try. Yeah, it's something I definitely am going to keep in mind. Ow. Rude. Rude. There we are. Let me kill you easier. We have a knife now. Great. It's magical, I guess. It is light and easy to use. Ideal for speedy attacks. Yes, okay, good. Very fast, very short range. I prefer the whip. And also, the knife only hits directly down and in front. So, if you can get right up to your enemy and then just go for it, sure, why not? The trick to the Temple of the Sun. It's me. I believe there's a trolley hanging at the top of the Temple of the Sun, and I think you got to cut it down, but I don't know any of the details. Oh hey, 60 raiders from Going Optimal have joined. Thank you guys for joining us on this journey. Something about a trolley right at the entrance, I believe. You may have noticed it. We have to do something with it. That is the ultimate riddle of this area. I'll go through it once we check the area out more. You may buy. So, all out, I'm afraid. All out, I'm afraid. That software is called Text Tracks. I found it on the ground. Fine, I'll take it. Look, if you... Oh, whoops, I backed out. Many thanks. I just happened to pick one up. There's none left. Let's put that on. Bunimon.exe. I'm not sure why it's named that. Text saving software. Press the save message button when text is being displayed and it will be saved. I'll put it on, but I never really use this. So what's below here? No go on the exploration. It's me. In the ruins, there are some areas or rooms you can't get into. Brute force ain't the way to get in those places. If you keep on collecting treasure and solving puzzles, eventually you'll make it there. That's the game telling you you can't solve everything you see immediately. Everything kind of interweaves. It's like Zelpud has a really cruddy game facts guide for La-Mulana and is reading things out to you as you go. Yeah. A tablet. There's a man, therefore there is a woman. A weapon shall not be used within the woman. That will be relevant later. I always thought this looked ridiculous. That's the sun. It's the temple for that. That's where we are right now. These are probably my second least favorite enemies. Also, notice this eye here. It's not an angry eye, but it's just kind of there. I like how all these NPCs made the conscious business decision to sell items to people in the ruins where people die. Yep. I mean, many of them found the items on the ground. Probably from a corpse. The holy fish dwells on this rock. It shall be transformed into a scale sphere when polished by a maiden of purity. It shall protect thou from the impure water. That's the thing we need to make the spring in the sky the safest zone to be in. We are not quite there yet. Ow. Rude. Need to do something there. But I don't think we're quite ready yet. Oh hey, it's a Matt. Neat. Hello, Godot Muffins. Or God of Muffins, not Godot Muffins. Statue of Shu. A statue that resembles the ancient Egyptian deity Shu, god of air and has connections to the world's creation. That's this guy right here. There's a lot going on here that I don't like. Okay. Meditate under Wedget. Do nothing more than pray. Do any of you know what Wedget is? Ooh, we are actually getting low on health. Okay. Let's clear that out. I'm gonna go not save, but heal after checking this out. It has been 5,000 years since the last customer. I take modern day currency. This is a heat-proof case. You want this. I is thanking you. Let's see what it does. Heat-proof case protects your laptop from being burnt to a crisp. You can open the menu in lava with this. If you fall in lava, you can warp out now. If you're in lava and don't have that, you can't warp out of the lava. You die quickly in lava. You want to warp out of lava. I think that's all I can get from this zone quite yet without dying. Save. So, we've been live for a hot minute here, so I will actually go to commercials and be back in a hot second. Just gotta take a body break, you know? So, be back in a minute here. Howdy. I'm back after emptying myself and then putting some chocolate inside myself. Thanks for that mealtime, supporters, donators. There's some good stuff in the most recent mealtime. We'll get that up when we get that up. It'll be good. Okay. Did we already talk to Zelpig? What the? I was just in the middle of writing you an email. Ugh, what am I supposed to do when you show up before I even get a chance to send it? Work with me, son. Yeah. Spoilers for mail time. Chocolate was involved. That is true, no smoke fire. There's always good stuff in mail time. You guys are always so generous. Especially with, like, Canadian postage. Not cheap. I think we'll do more Temple of the Sun stuff. Bye. Delicious, delicious spoilers. Okay. Also, Sonic's in this game. Ugh. It is not nice. No. Okay. Didn't quite work. Actually, there isn't much more down here to see quite yet. Ooh, money. Come on. Money's gone. Okay. I'm not going to activate it because it would take a wait. Clearly a trap here. Clearly. A wait surrounded by a bunch of corpses. Clearly a wait. What happens is, just little walls appear around that box there, and you can't get out. Unless you have the Grail. But if you don't have the Grail, none of those guys had the Grail. I'm going to save my weight because I paid good money for it. Call forth the power of the twins. The twins are 2 in 1. The twins are identical to each other. That's frequently what twins are. Rude, 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 rude. Come on. So, you guys know what Wedjet is? The Eye of Horus. The left eye of the god of Horus symbolizes that which sees all, also known as the Eye of Wedjet. Do nothing more than pray, or that will happen. I mean, I just said something about not... Oh, okay. Not wasting a weight on something. That one's funny, though. It's a bit funnier than walls coming down. Activating that closed the box. I'll come back then. Do it over again. That was dumb. Okay, let's retake this. Might have to leave the area. We can do that easy enough. This way. I think technically warping to the same area is leaving it. Although we're here. May as well warp away and then warp back. Just to make sure. The statue of Thoth, a statue that resembles the ancient Egyptian deity Thoth, god of knowledge and creator of the writing system. Also a furry. Or part furry, anyway. Ow. Gotta get over there without getting hit. Rude, rude, rude. Come on. And the money lands on top. Okay. Thoth, who can be approximately rendered "oh whoa" in Greek. Yes, no smoke fire. Oh whoa. Fun fact, his name was most likely pronounced Tote. Yes, the sound not common in languages. English, it's there, fair amount. Not in many others. Who knew Sonic was so mean? Anyway, we got a second. Come on, there we go. Ankh Jewel. A jewel that can destroy the Ankh in which Guardians sleep. So you have two of those. You're not limited to one in the inventory, which is nice. No skeleton? No? Okay. Ow. Okay, back to town. That jump did not go the way I wanted it to. Early game especially, and especially if you're newer to the game or you aren't as good, whatever. Oh, same thing. You'll probably be returning to town to heal fairly frequently. And if you don't have the Grail, so make sure you get the Grail. That is priority one. I know back in elementary school, I don't know why, but I specifically had this weird fixation on Egyptian mythology. I just really enjoyed Egypt, like the look of it, culture, like historical culture, like ancient Egypt. That was probably the closest thing to childhood fixation, like one of the classic ones that I got, other than like video games. We still cannot run up these. Where can we go? Because I can't really get much farther without being able to run up these. We might have to actually try somewhere else. We'll go back to the Gate of Guidance. See if we can spread out from there. Because we need to be able to run up those slopes. And if you remember, there's an area down near the bottom here. I think I went the long way around there. Follow my face. An area down near the bottom here where we can go to a new area. It's been mentioned in one tablet before. The one right by here. Come on. There we go. This is the Mausoleum of the Giants. Kind of one of the emblematic La-Mulana areas. I don't know why, but it's like one of the most depicted and stuff with the game. So these are the ruins of those beings known as giants. I am just this close to deciphering the legend of the giants, but mean croissants. You want to get them out of the way. So I'm not entirely sure specifically what culture this area is referencing. We were unable to fulfill the Great Mother's wishes. Now I too, the last remaining of us, am due for a long slumber. Who is this feller? If you're relating to me, or pointing that question to me, I'm Matt. Hello. One of the junior associates of Aurora. A lot of slime over here. So, this press here is grayed out, and there's spikes above it. I only have 2 weights, so I'm just gonna tell you, if you press it now, the spikes are gonna fall on you. I'll just say that now. The mother was great. She made even the giants look tiny. The giants were great. Thou art tiny, like a little doll. The giants are probably the most important race in the backstory of this game. At least the one that you get the most lore about. Because there are earlier races that did important stuff too. It's just that the giants were one of the more recent ones in the lore. Like, they have an entire mausoleum here. A Nebber sky disk lies beneath this land. Leap upon what floats there from high above. The heavens shall then move at your command. That sounds very big picture, but it's actually quite small picture. It's a hint for the puzzle of this area. You are like a tiny baby. Yes. Yes, I am. Thank you for noticing, no smoke fly. Rude. I just noticed. Evil Spoon 983 subscribed for 11 months. A good duality of ones there. Another Wait, good. And more money. Thou art forbidden from again laying eyes on this marker. Those who heed not this warning will suffer the pain of death. And it flips around. So, I think I remember seeing a comment, like, last night on stream or something when Ben, maybe, was mentioning coming up stream, this one, your La-Mulana, and people were saying, oh, it'd be really easy for Matt to activate hard mode. I'm not going to. Sorry. I am playing this game to showcase it. And not take forever doing so. I'm not going to do the Hell Temple either. Sorry. I want you guys to be able to see a multitude of games from this stream, like Play It Forward. And me going through that is more of Adam's Gamehouse territory. Yomidian cheered with 250 bits. Steal the sword, steal the shield, crush the helmet, crush the armor. Is this some sort of military theory? I don't get it. I think that's a tablet later in the game. Yeah, that sounds like a tablet later in the game. That is the type of language you should get used to when reading tablets in this game. So, a chest, an arrow, an eye. There's something in this screen you don't want to hit, and a pressure plate. And the arrow's moved. That makes the weight dropping thing on the screen above there not a trap anymore. And we can open that chest once we drop a weight. Get rid of these croissants. This is where the Ghost Lord lives. Come one, come all, the Ghost Lord will appear before your eyes. Gather round, sit tight upon until he is full grown. That's from the original fan translation. They changed the puzzle it refers to here, of course. Okay, that's why it's vaguely familiar. Croissant! Stop being mean. It isn't actually a kind of annoying enemy to deal with. Ghosts are frightening. True. Concerned for his brothers, Ribu dug a hole to send the lake's water to the tower. His strength exhausted, he then laid down to rest. Yeah, if anyone enjoys Spookifer, your opinion might change in a hot minute here. You have to be very careful attacking these ghosts here, because this will happen. I'm doing it on purpose here, of course. Big boy. Come on, let me do damage. There we are. Ooh. Heavy angle there. Okay, let's do this. This is probably the safest way to do this, too. Duke him out. I killed the dead! And I was rewarded for it. With Rolling Shuriken. The, worst sub-weapon. Sorry. Rolling Shuriken. A shuriken that rolls on the ground. It tears through enemies as it rolls. That's ghost racist. Just because some ghosts are bad doesn't mean all ghosts are bad. Sorry, yeah. I apologize. But that is an entirely optional fight that I did because I wanted to get everything in the game, and that's just how I am. There are most of the items in the game are optional. Don't need to get them. Optional equipment. I think ghosts are only in this area. Another one of these doors. This is another enemy I don't like. Giant fist. They're mean. In the original, they were throwing knives that made no sense. The rolling shurikens? Yeah. Throwing knives that made no sense. Oh. Secret of the Mausoleum of the Giants. It's me! In the Mausoleum of the Giants, there's this stone tablet that talks about the history of the Giants. Be sure to read it. There's no other way to learn the names of their leaders and their history. We've already heard a couple names. 'Twas a moonlit night that G, or Yi, started praying to the land. Keep that in mind. Behold the Mausoleum of the Giants. The sad memories of the Giants are contained within. Save. Now, we have another area we can go to. What's this? Wangina, deity of the sky. Resembles the sky deity that appears in Aboriginal mythology. Resembles an astronaut in full gear. Is this area supposed to be vaguely Aboriginal in design? Can't do much there. Got that jingle. You might see, behind that pot there, the frame of a door. Perfect. Hermes' boots. They belong to a legendary hero. More, buy more. Fine. Those are weights. No. We're literally buying from a ghost right now. Yeah, Eumidian is mentioning a gun. There is a gun in the game. It is the best sub-weapon in terms of raw power per hit. A blanket of countless stars appeared over Bato, falling into a deep slumber. I don't usually use the gun because it's very expensive. Ammunition is expensive. Okay. But yeah, it's in one of the shops in town. You can just buy a gun. Feels kind of weird saying that. Gun is definitely the Mega Elixir problem of too good to use. Yeah, I know that problem well. That jump didn't work well. In order to return the mother to the heavens, Bato, Miguela, Leto, and Futo built a flying tower. Flying tower. Lots of switches. It's me, you need to come by more often. Now then, there are switches in these rooms that will activate puzzles when stepped on. If you see a section of the floor that's kind of raised up, it's a switch. Sometimes just standing on them won't do nothing, meaning you need more weight. In those cases, try landing on them from somewhere high up, or jump and stomp. Or put a box on them. Zelpud wants to know why you never write. Sorry, I'm living my life, jeez. Stragan subscribed for 18 months. That is a good year and a half of subscription. Thank you for your support. Let's move the heavens. think I set it to star there. That'll do something. The celestial bodies lie within. Control the celestial bodies, and even time may be shifted. I'm not sure if this actually affects outside world, but I don't think it does. Seems like for this contraption you need to land on the floating platform with a lot of power. It won't budge if you don't jump from high enough. Proof? I jump about as good as a stone, so when I hopped onto the platform it slipped and fell to my death. How's that for proof? This area's central puzzle is far less irritating than the originals was. A lot of the puzzles in this version are way nicer. Way friendlier. Because the original was purposefully made for difficulty. And a level of difficulty is fun, but after a while it's just mean. The youngest, Sackett, tread his own path. He put a key on Leto's body, falling into slumber with his powers in hand. Oh. Lord of the Froze, not the Bros? Subscribed for 46 months. 46 months on the Lure channel? It's more likely than you think. The longer we go, the more likely it is. There's one puzzle, now that you're mentioning in chat, of some that are particularly difficult. There's one puzzle in this screen that I needed a guide for. I'll come back to it when it's relevant. Some of them are just extremely theoretical in ways that you don't think about when you play a game. Another area there. We'll go visit after I smash the pods. And yes, you can kill Fisto. They'll come back though. The Endless Corridor. This is where the game gets kind of silly in terms of iconography. And also kind of mean in terms of difficulty and dodging enemies. Oh, got healed. Nice. Like, flowers that spit pollen like that. It's kind of funny. And we have level 2 bats, which are faster and move around more erratically. And I don't like it. Same rooms no matter how far I go. So that's what they mean by the corridors being endless. You need to put some tape over a hole in the wall so a cat will run past it, so you can use it to create a fake mustache for a fake ID. Yes, we will have to do that sometime later in this game. And level 2 skeletons. More hits. And they throw bones, as you see. That mustache puzzle is from one of the King's Quests, I think? Like the Unkind adventure game. The one that they made jokes and memes about. What? Smash all pods. Behold the endless corridor, a long, endless path. Oh my, you're a human! I am the queen of the fairies that lives in these ruins. The 4 philosophers instructed us to help the humans who visit us here, and thus we have been waiting. My fellow fairies will help you, but first you must prove that you're worthy of our powers. Find Isis's pendant, which lies somewhere in these ruins. You can probably guess which area. Bring the pendant to me. Only then shall we be able to help you. Nah, no need. Then good luck on your search for the pendant. Level 2 bats are worth putting a pin in because it's actually a lore hint, which I appreciate. Really? I didn't want that one. I wanted this one. Yes, I did want this one. Forgot what I was doing for a second. Fairies, yo! What's up? It's me. Apparently, there's a race called fairies still living in the ruins, yo. They will only help the one that holds the right treasure. That's right. So maybe you should search for the treasure first. Know what I'm saying? Look at the map, and if there are rooms with suspicious names, just check it out, yo. Okay. The door. And we're back here. Specifically what we did was open up that chest that we had just walked by that was closed. I'll come back for it later. Call forth the dragon that sleeps in this land. Follow the true flow, and the answer shall be entrusted to the dragon. There's... oh, didn't want that. There's, I think, a dragon image on one of the floor squares. We'll come back to that. We're a bit early. Let's try not to get fisted. We are the second race born of the Great Mother. We were created in order to return the Mother to the heavens. Let me tell you the sad tale of our race. The race began with 9 brothers. Zebu, Bado, Miguela, Ledo, Futo, Abuto, Yi, Ribu, and Sakit. So the tablets are forming an inventory. It's kind of a logic puzzle that we have to deal with here. Because a couple of them have mentioned particular brothers lying down or praying or whatever during particular times of day. And we have the sky changer disc thing. Yes. So we have to figure out which one to do which would. Zebu would not budge, for he was the one who sustained the land. But the rest of them split into 2 sides and continued the battle. So there's a battle. Nothing there. What about up here? No. Rude. Those who plunder the red shall never escape. But I love plundering red loot. On a starry night, this dude got sleepy. If he lands on you, you will die. I've done that before. That's how this game doesn't mess around. Miguela is left-handed. Same. Same. Nazca lines, a series of ancient geoglyphs located in the Nazca deserts of Peru. This mural resembles one of those geoglyphs, said to be a dolphin. There. Switch on the other side of the wall now for some reason. Let's go back and get that. This game looks neat. Thank you, Admiral Nemo. I think this game is neat too. So Miguel is left-handed. It's very important to know. Ow. No. Ooh, hit. One hit kill? Weird. I thought those guys usually took 2. This entire area is basically one big logic puzzle, where you associate each giant to each statue based on the facts like handedness, how they react to the disc. I remember first finding out about the Nazca lines and was like, wow, people actually built these. Yep. Seems kind of frivolous if you think about it, like lines in the sand, like why? But people have done sillier things. Like Look, the Nazca lines don't exactly get you food, but I mean, they are inspiring. Like playing video games for a living. Yeah. This isn't exactly very valuable in terms of basic, essential survival, but we do it anyway. Why not? I knew that was happening. That tablet right below here mentioned plundering the red light. Ooh. Bye. Okay. Plundering the red light and being trapped forever. So, I thought I'd just not do that. Zebu, the firstborn, was holding up the land and thus was unable to move. I think we saw the statue for Zebu right near the entrance, actually, of the second level here. No map. Well, we need to get a map at some point. Strength lies at the foot of Fudo. But which one is Fudo? Yeah, this is one of the puzzles I never figured out. Never made that connection between the tablets and the statues. It's not hard to brute force. Like, well, for one thing, would you think to be able to stand here? Probably not. It doesn't look like something you can stand on. And you have all these names being thrown around, like, what? So power rests at the foot of Fudo. That chest looks like a power crystal chest. And their feet here. We don't know which hand is Fudo, left or right. I'll just say this one. Got it wrong. But other than that, we can still keep going and do that. Part of the logic puzzle is details like that, and especially when you're going in between rooms, it's like, I'm not going to keep track of all of this. Am I writing all this down? Ugh, no. The game design for this game is a lot of... The philosophy of it is assuming the player is just going to be writing down stuff. A series of ancient geoglyphs. This mural resembles one of those geoglyphs, said to be of a hand. And it's gone. And it's back. It looks more like a deer. Right? Ow. It looks like a deer, right? That's what I, a Canadian, would say. The first child had a body of a snake. The second child, a large body. The third child soared through the sky. The fourth child had the body of a fish. The fifth child had wisdom. The sixth child was born of the earth. The seventh child cast the mother away. The eighth child did not know of the mother. Let us place the spirit of the ninth child into the body of child 0. Why not? This one seems fun. So now we know about all the children. My assumption of child 0 there is the progenitor of them all, so the mother. Let's change this up. We already did the star thing, so why not sun? So if we finally get La-Mulana on this channel, maybe when can we get a talking sim for Dwarf Fortress Steam Edition? Dwarf Fortress sucks to watch. I'm sorry. I've played it. I know. that it sucks to watch, my dude. My bro. Like, I've read picture LPs of Dwarf Fortress, including like the classic Boat Murdered, I think it was called. You might notice something different on the screen right now. But picture LPs are inherently edited. You get straight to the content you want to see. And the narrative arcs are purposefully picked out. For that reason, that makes them interesting. You get through all the chaff really quickly. You see the interesting stuff. But with video LP of Dwarf Fortress, or not even LP, stream, just video streaming of LP, or of Dwarf Fortress, it's not interesting. I like that game well enough, in theory, mainly. It's not good for that. Can we ride the fist? No. It'd be nice if we could. We can't. We set the thing to moon, and now we have this. That is an Ankh. This is a boss room. Do you think we should try this boss right now? I know one thing I'll do before trying the boss, at the very least, is save. And we're here, we may as well try the boss. One thing about this game, you don't have to do the bosses in order. Come on. There we go. Money. Yeah, show the boss. Okay, we'll show the boss. You're the boss, after all. Let's see. You are pretty... I'm not actually that hurt. I got, like, 3 damage on right now. Okay. Come on. How do I get up there? Now, I need to equip the Ankh. We have 3 of them now. And use it. So this is the Giants. I'm gonna put that on. Also, why not? Put the music up. The first time I ever played this game, this boss gave me, so much trouble. And already it's giving me a lot of... Notice how we're half dead, and I took 2 hits. This is the boss I usually wait until later on to attempt. So we'll see what we can do here. Did any of you think that the Ow. I need to get better at jumping there. The Giants were robots, though? I missed that one. Whatever. I didn't when I first played. My assumption of the Giants was not... Oh yeah, you're a robot in disguise. Apparently the mother birthed these. Maybe this birth is more theoretical, it's just like created. Oh yeah, and this boss legs on PC. That suck. 22 health. See if we can get through this. Something happened there. Ow. Oh. Okay. Let's try that again. And someone mentioned in chat, that's Sackett. Or Saki, maybe. Going through the murals, you might figure out who that specifically is. But kind of as you saw, figuring out the murals, not really fully necessary to do the thing. So anyway, that's death 1 on Sackett. Let's try again. We're underprepared, but it's the second area in the game. We can do this. This whole area is just about fisting. Jeez. I did not get a hit in there. Wow. Shuriken, Silver Thunder, I only have 39. That's part of the prep for bosses, is buying more ammo for things. I might look into that if this really is not working at all. Also, hello whoever did a sub there. I'm gonna get to you in a minute. Third hit was not worth it. Sometimes with the bosses you have to really figure out your timing and what damage it's worth it to force. That one worked out. Sackett is real annoying with his hitbox, yeah. Yeah, he is. I don't like getting electrocuted personally. Oh. Took his face off. Ow. Ow. Okay. Imagine doing that without sub-weapons. That's not the first boss that I'm going to cheese with sub-weapons. But, you know, it's fun. Progress is fun, you know. No sub-weapons? Vomit. Yeah, vomit. Vomit, vomit. Killer Palm subscribed for 9 months. That is an entire child, 1 baby worth. Thank you for your support. Urgent, come back ASAP. It's me. Come back to my tent now. Something bad has happened. Okay. Thank you, THC2. And have a good night. Excuse me. You made it. Actually, I called you back for no good reason. I'm just bored. Sorry. Don't get all mad and rush off. Please take a seat and eat some of my homemade bat curry. Anyway, being an archaeologist sure seems dangerous. Even after I warned you about the monsters and traps, you still went in them rooms. If you can solve all the puzzles without dying, you might actually meet the legendary 4 philosophers, if they actually exist. This curry sure is tasty. You want to hear that again? No, There is a HE for going the whole game without ever using sub-weapons on bosses. Yes. I'm not doing that. Sorry. Sorry. It's me. Sorry about lying about the emergency in the last email, but it would be nice if you'd come to the service to talk with me now and then, Professor. So, with what we have, Hermes boots, we increase walking speed, we can go back to the Temple of the Sun. Let's do that. And save too. So you can have way more powerful primary weapons than basic whip for most of them. Yeah. The whip is the most powerful one if you know what you're doing. Now we can go up these. Very important. 'Cause now I can go over here from here, which is nice. Convenient. Oh, I think this happened last time. Let's teleport back. Need to not get hit. Not doing a very good job of it. Okay. Something happened. So this is Hathor, a statue that resembles the ancient Egyptian deity Hathor, goddess of love and joy, and sometimes bloodlust. Okay. Here it is, viewer. Challenge League Inferno Cavern. The road ahead is long. Those who proceed, be prepared to face death. Viewer, here, looks stupid. I'm sorry. Just looks stupid. I might not be prepared for this fight. Usually I just kind of use sub-weapons. Yeah, bye. I need more sub-weapons for this. We can challenge that after a quick break to go get more ammo. Here we go. You get 10 per. There. Who's the goat-legged fellow? I like the cut of his jib. I don't. That's Buer. Or Buell, maybe? Depending on your translation. I think a demon of the Goetia? A waterproof case. If you're thinking of taking your laptop for a swim, this'll do you. Thank you. And a buckler. It'll keep your hide safe from shots from smaller type beasties. Why not? I don't usually use it, but we have now waterproof case and heatproof case. We can now use our laptop underwater. And buckler. I'll just put that. Actually, no, we're going to go back there, so. That button, that button. Let's see if we can do that. Ooh, I went the wrong way. Teleport it back. This area is hard to move upwards in and easy to move downwards in. Is that a gun? It is. Oh, hey. Notice this thing. Before we fight Viewer, let's push this way. It keeps wanting to go that way. Oh, it's over here? Let's keep going. I assume it went down here. Ow. Also, we got an email. What do you mean, slick and shiny? It's me, slick and shiny and bald. I've got a little hair left, you know? Anyways, There are some slippery parts in these ruins. Once you start slipping, ain't no way you're climbing up to the top. But someone with quick feet may be able to make it. That's those shoes. We got nice shoes now. Oh. Going down. I think here is probably a good stop. To the one who has solved all the puzzles, make thy descent now. Might do this one instead. Let's heal up first. I think you guys probably want to see another boss rather than this old viewer there. There's this game I want to download, but I don't have enough points on my card. You go to the next town and buy me $10 worth of points. The town, it's only 100 miles away. Yeah, people are mentioning gun and bullets. Bullets are 400 if you buy them from the good place. I think like 500 or 600 if you go for the marked up place. I think the good place for pricing for bullet is secret. It's one of the secret shops. So good to have guild. Let's save. Okay. Let's fight a boss. It's kind of funny. I bought that ammo for viewer. Just so happens that you pretty much need it for this boss too. That's not the thing I want. There we are. What do you think this boss will be? Clearly Egyptian. Clearly. Ow. Ah. This boss, I am not doing well. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, it's sloppy to run. This boss is kind of heavy on the luck. Fireworks work well, huh? Well, spoiler, we're getting fireworks. I've never used fireworks on this guy. Oh, not dead. Wow, okay. Do you want me to try that again, or do you want me to maybe try with a couple more upgrades? I'll let you guys decide. I'll start making my way down though. I also might just need to warm up. Might take a couple tries anyway, just with practice. What do you think your odds are? I beat the boss before. Yeah, I'm here. One thing I like is that all of the boss themes have the same refrain in them, especially at the beginning. And then they all play off. Come on, face the right way. Ow. Come on. Okay. 1/3 health gone. Mine, not boss. Some of the music in this game. Ow. Jeez. I really enjoy. I don't think we're gonna get it quite yet. Viewer, okay. Oh, good jump. Okay. Back down. Let's do viewer, so we have a win. This is how I usually fight viewer because I'd rather not get kicked in the face by a horse. It's personal preference. Is this a first run or a replay? Yeah. We would not be as far along as we are now if it were a first run. Spider, horse, lion. Pretty much. Ew. Don't want that. Lava. Or magma? It's me, it's getting hot today. Speaking of hot, lava is also pretty hot. Don't fall in. It'll be very bad. But if you are prepared to face danger and soldier forward, something good might happen. You're still young. Take on the challenge. You will not get the direct names of most of the enemies unless you look it up on the wiki. So look it up on the wiki if you want to learn the names of these different beasts. They're all from mythology. Thank you, Yumidian, for the 5 gift subs to FEOXO. Honey's 28. No Smoke Fire, dangerous. Ardavio. And Curly Mop Top Ragamuffin. Is that a reference? Anyway, thank you. Hope you enjoy your time. I think what I'm gonna do is save and then go jump in some lava. I'm saving because you guys don't want to watch me fight viewer again. It's not that good content. Maybe one day I'll be good at jumping. The one problem with the whip is, oh wait, nice. It doesn't attack downward at all. All of the main weapon types, like the dagger and the whip, have different hitboxes. I think the dagger does attack downward, and one other one also attacks downward. Fire. Turn left and swing your weapon. Turn right and swing your weapon. The souls of the children long departed shall be awakened. Okay. Ooh, money. Didn't get to it in time. Okay. Oh, look. Oh, jeez. I mean, obvious trap, really. Ugh. Okay. I think I want to go to... I already know where the, I already know where the warp thing is here, so I want to get to that immediately. Stick to the walls. Once the flames die down, kick off the wall and proceed. I can't stick to walls, so I'm gonna pass on that right now. Don't you just hate it when you land in fire? Two weapons are kept in this land. One lies beyond Pazuzu's guard. The other lies in the Serdab of Light, which extends from the Pit of Flames. I'm guessing that wall there's the Pit of Flames. And a skeleton. Torn bones. Not interested right now, thank you. And whatever, we'll pass through again. I'll come back for those tablets. West fire, thank you. Okay. Damn it, so this is it. I'm not handing this software over to anybody. Nobody will know I've hid it in a place like this. I guess they were on fire or something. So he hit something. Get to it in a second because this is not safe. Okay. Ajanta Caves. Resembles the stupa of Indians' Ajanta Caves. The centerpiece seems to be the statue of a goddess with a snake's body. Pazuzu, are we in the ruins of old New York? Not quite. Closer to easily. Behold the Inferno Cavern. It was once the source of strength. Not anymore. Oh look, this wall reacts to me attacking it. Oh look. Additional text memory. Ugh, memory. That's the thing he did. Bun Plus. Additional text memory. An upgrade for the text tracks software. Doubles your text storage space. I won't put that on because I don't think we're going to fill it. Okay, a lot going on here. Should I jump in that lava? I did it. Why not? Don't you ever just feel like jumping in lava? Those seeking Eden, open the 4 boxes, seek the 4 pedestals, find the source of a phenomenal trap in a place bathed in moonlight. Record. That one is important and part of a multi-hint journey throughout the land. Okay. Keep moving this block. Satisfying when the chest opens. I just need to get there without dying, okay. Yes, an ice cape. It's a really ice cape. With this frosty cloak fashioned from ice, even a dip in the lava will deal only minimal damage. So we're not gonna set ourselves on fire? But I want to. we'll get a lot of opportunities. You only maybe saw it for a tiny fraction of a second there when I first jumped in. We took damage. Our bar was going like this. Now, not quite so. And that's how I prefer it. I think I'll... I teleported one screen away. Why did I do that? To save, I guess. That one's gotten me before. At the bottom of this land lies the darkness that leads to death. No map. Okay, we'll have to check the map. Get to the bottom of this death. A cloak made from ice protects one from the heat. Got that. Don't have any more weights. Money burning. Oh, yeah, burning a hole in your pocket. Time to spend. Space Capster 2. It's a game where you collect treasures, I think. I don't have money for it. I do have money for weights, though. We'll have to come back for that. No more fire. Ooh, money. Yeah, if you notice, I'm jumping between a lot of different areas. It's just kind of, you just weave through, you know. There's more to this land than meets the eye. It is a pivotal location. Tread a different path and then return to this land again. Okay. Capsters for the money farming combo, IIRC. Money farming, you say? I like money. Bye. Okay. I don't think there's anything else we can do down right now, so let's go up. My laptop fried from the heat. That's them saying, get the heat-proof case. Okay, move so I can jump. Move so I can jump. Or do that. These jumps are hard. I angered the snakes. I just wanted to get a closer look. When the snakes are enraged, it shall open. It's pretty straightforward. There we are. Okay. I think it's easier to drop down than it is to get up. One. Two. Okay. Map! Now, let's check that map. Twins footstool. The twins. Guessing that one spot at the bottom there leads to darkness or death or whatever that tablet was saying. So we'll want to be able to get down there at some point. Okay. We're fine. Let's go up. By the way, in the original, if you fell into water lava and didn't have the corresponding case, you couldn't access the Grail menu to warp out. That is true in this version as well. That's why you buy the cases as soon as you can. Because most of the time, irrelevant. And then you fall into the lava. and then it is acutely relevant. Also, I just want to fill those spaces in my inventory. In the remake, you can access the Grail whenever. Maybe? Too late to test it now. Also, we're here. Sorry, this is a new area. What happening? Okay. Ooh, money. I think we're healing. Twin Labyrinths, the only area without a backside. Spoilers. Ooh, money. No! I'm only on stage 2 and the boss just killed me. If only he hadn't barged in like that. I think that's a reference to Sackett. Sackett is a stumbling block for new players early in the game. I mean, I died a couple times, and I know what I'm doing. I think it's because Sackett is so easily accessible early on. I mean, easily accessible. You know. Heal. Okay. So people will just kind of hammer their head against Socket over and over again without having much in terms of health and stuff. You know, we never did actually fight the boss in Guidance Gate. Gate of Guidance. Place of Guidance. Yes. Let's see if we can do that. Because fighting bosses is what this game is all about. And we can't do it here, actually. Tricky floors. Some of the creatures here, like those jumping elephant things, I've never seen reference to before. Like, I don't know what those things are. You could probably look up the name on the wiki, though, and it'll tell you. Probably its origin as well. Oh, yeah. We didn't have a wait before. That's why we couldn't do it. A ladder into the darkness. Okay. What do you think this boss will be? I thought a giant snake. You weren't quite right. It's actually two. And they breathe fire for some reason. Hit you in the face. You don't like that. I don't either, but you know. Oh, you are mad now. That's the first boss, and it is by far the easiest boss. Amphisbaena. You didn't even learn the name of it until after you kill it. An email? I have something to tell you. Come back right away. Okay, dude. Amphisbaena, plural, Amphisbaenae, ancient Greek, is a mythological ant-eating serpent with a head at each end. It's a snake, but an anteater, and double-sided. Mythology's weird. There you are. I got something I wanted to tell you. This here's a story that's been passed down in the village. Those that set them complex traps in the ruins are waiting for the strong one. I don't know who's waiting. It's just an old legend. And I find it hard to believe that anyone can live in these ruins. But legend has it, someone sleeps within the ruins, waiting to help the strong one. I thought it might be good for you to keep an eye out for that sort of thing, since it seems your research is coming along. Of course, I have no idea where this someone is supposed to be sleeping. You want to hear that again? No, thank you. Okay, then. So it's 2 bosses out of 8, if we're going by all the children. It eats ants? The horror! What could eat an ant? Okay. Don't need a heal, so let's teleport back in. So we are pretty much done the Gate of Guidance. Pretty much done the Mausoleum of the Giants. I think it's Temple of the Sun. Related to that, I want more ammo. And now I'm poor. Where should we go now? I haven't actually tried to go to the Spring in the Sky and get its Grail tablet yet, so maybe that'll be an idea. As I mentioned going there later, right at the beginning, but I mean, it's later now. We have a knife. We can stab things if they get too frisky. And they're walking fish. Like, why wouldn't you want to be here? Oh. Oh. Okay. Caltrops. Everyone loves caltrops, especially when they're like a D4. A weapon that you scatter behind you. Any enemies that step on the scattered pieces take damage. This is actually the most useless sub-weapon. Because it's a trap, and this is not a game where you set traps, right? Nothing there. There is a chest. The priest, Owanitz, takes the form of a fish. This land flourishes under him, as only he may close the floodgate. God, I wish caltrops actually did 1d4 damage. Do they not? I don't personally know. I don't have very much experience playing D&D, so... Our map's a little guy going like... Woo. That'll be us when we beat this. Woo. Let's go up. Nothing there. Jar. This image here, the water and whatnot, and the way the platforms are, this is that mural from that one tablet earlier on. It basically said, force your way in, don't worry about it. So we'll do that. Even though we're taking damage from water. We have enough health now, it's fine. Heal thy tired body. The fairy will gently heal you. The fairy will help thy fight. The fairy will provide treasure. The fairy will reveal secrets. Once we get the fairy queen's help, I guess. Oh, yeah, duh. We have that to deal with. Can't do much else here yet. I do not trust the fairy. Well, you're gonna have to. Sorry. I mean, you trust me, right? Bye. Okay. Skeleton. I'll be washed away by that waterfall. If only I had a helmet, I could probably get by. Helmet would be helpful. Otherwise, that will happen. Behold the spring in the sky. It is a place built by the giants. The fairy will supposedly help thy fight. In practice, the fairy just wants someone to die and doesn't really care if it's you or your enemy. I'll show that off. I think there isn't actually much more we can do here, unfortunately. Well, there might be something. Let's see. I think this is called a hippocampus, or a water horse. I'll drop. The mother's wrath sank the earth. The people persevered at the bottom of the sea until her anger had subsided. They persevered until a child with the strength to rise to the surface was born. I guess that was that flood of water that one puzzle mentioned. Over here. They're a lot more graceful underwater. Let's keep going down. Okay. Those seeking Eden, open the 4 boxes. Seek the 4 pedestals. Stand before a face of the highest rank in a place bathed in moonlight. Say that one. It's number 2 of those seeking Eden. Okay. That thing looked like it wanted to get hit, so I hit it. And so did this. So let's see. Oh, that actually hurt me. I was standing too close to it, so it hurt me. Okay. Great! Anunnaki resembles a mural of a god in Sumerian mythology. There are theories that they are aliens from the planet Nibiru. Okay. I guess. Oh, and now we're down in a place that I never got to in the Temple of the Sun. Oh yeah, because of this card. Okay. Now the water's down. I actually need to heal. Okay. I'll do that instead. That's a dumb theory. Yeah. Yeah. There's this game I want to download, but I don't have enough cards. Okay, we saw that one. Let's heal, and actually I think this will be about the end of the stream since it's coming up on 2. You will be seeing more of me in an hour with Kathleen at the lovely place called the Griffin. The Blind Griffin, there we are. Thank you, Kathleen. The Blind Griffin. It is a nice little hidden pub where magic happens. And some of the magic is smooching boys. But yeah, that'll be in an hour. And then it'll be 3 hours of that, and then another 3 hours of Mysterium. Make my way back to town first. This will be the first time that I've ever played Mysterium. It looks fun. I have... Huh? Oh, whatever. Thought I heard someone. I have a bit of a background in school with art and English. And Mysterium is basically the intersection of those, where you're trying to express something with art. You're trying to express an idea with a picture. And that's pretty much the game. It'll be interesting to see how good I am at that, because other people have different ideas about what a picture represents. And that's art, baby. But yeah, thank you for joining me. I'll go back to booth if I can find the mouse. There we are. Thanks for joining me today. I will be back playing more La-Mulana in 2 days on Friday. I believe starting at 10 that day. But I'll keep my start times for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You'll see on the schedule at loadingreadyrun.com/live. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for Play It Forward will be the same every week until I finish La-Mulana. And then we might have a break of a couple days or something, maybe a week. And then the next person will pick a game and play through it. I'm describing it now because it's still very much a new thing. But, yeah, you'll see more of me, and you'll see more of them later today and later in the week. But until then, bye for now.